Good evening. Okay. So I will share now the FCE. Where is it again? Okay, how are you today, Kiyo?
Fine, thanks.
Okay, what did you do in the morning? Oh, you go to school, right?
I go to school.
Oh, by the way, your mom told me today that we have a class at 10. But teacher Ann was so busy because I was in the meeting with other teachers. So I did not answer the phone because I left it in my bag. When I found out
Oh,
around 11 a.m., your mom kept on calling me. Are you the one calling me?
no, my mom.
Oh, why? Do you want to have class?
No, my mom thinks. My mom thinks today we will have
To,
class.
to class.
Yeah,
Okay. So anyway, because I told your mom already. But how about when will be your vacation, Kiyo? Summer.
it's very great.
No,
And
no,
I
no.
have
When will be your summer?
um. I think my summer would.
When? When will be your summer? Summer will be? Your mom told me like uh third week. Third week you will have your summer. Is it correct? In the third week, 3 weeks from now you will have your summer already and you don't have class. So you will have
Yeah,
to have class with me. Okay, so you're gonna have class with teacher and because you don't have class. So we're going to face each other. You want teacher and to teach you? You want me to be your teacher or you want another teacher?
I want to be your teacher. I
You
want
want
you to be my
uh
teacher.
oh, oh, we are almost 1 year, Keo. We're working each other 1 year already. Okay. And I will be celebrating my 1 year on May this month. Okay. This month, teacher will be celebrating my 1 year. Okay. I'll be having my 1 year already. Wow. Okay. So now, Keo, yesterday, okay, last night, we talked about the past tenses. Do you remember that? Do you remember about the past tenses and the past continuous? Do you remember?
Yeah,
Okay, yes, teacher. And we even discuss here some of the word like this. We put past continuous. Okay. So before we had past tense at past continuous. Now we are going to talk about the past perfect. Okay. We have to talk again the past tenses. Okay. Now here, I will show you a video tonight. We're going to talk about past tense, past perfect, past continuous, and past perfect. Okay? So I will show you a video for you to clarify more about the test, more about the lesson. Okay? Okay. I will show video about continuous tenses, past tenses, and past perfect tenses. Past tense, Okay, we have here the past tenses. Sorry, Keo, because the internet is so slow. I will go to the internet provider tomorrow. I have to ask what happened with this. It's been unresponsive. Okay. Okay. So first, Keo, I will just introduce first about the past tenses. Okay. Before I can open the YouTube, I will have to introduce first the past tenses of the verb since the internet is so slow. So we have here, Keo, about the tenses of the verb. First, we will study already about past tense, but then teacher Ann wants you to remember it over and over again. The past tenses, we have the so-called regular, in which you will have to put ed, and the irregular, in which you will change the spelling. Again, this is the regular verbs. This is the regular verbs in which you will have to put ed, and this is the irregular verbs in which you will have to change the spelling. Okay. Like this example is play, it becomes played. Okay. In irregular verbs, eat, it will change the spelling ate. Okay. So this is only the two main function or the two things that you have to remember in forming out past tense. Regular verbs, add ed. Irregular verb, change the spelling. I know you are very familiar with this, KO, and I know you're very good of this. Okay, so I hope so. So right now, I will have to tell you a question. I mean, to have more example about this. Okay, we have this one. Okay, past tense. I jumped in the lake. This is past activity. It already happened in the past. I was happy. So using the word was, Kyo, it means teacher is happy before. It already happened. It's the past activity. Okay. The tense of the verb is determined by when the action takes place. There are three main tenses: past tense, present tense, and future tense. But we are talking here about past tense. Okay. So this is example of the past tense as what teacher Ann told you. Okay. Sorry. Okay. That's the example of past tense. Okay. Teacher Ann told you about that already. Okay. So we have four past tenses. We have four type of past tenses. And this is the one that I want to introduce to you in Google, in the YouTube. First, we have the simple past tense. This is the most common. We have the simple past tense. This is the first one. Okay? Simple past tense. So when I say simple past tense, we have to go with the went and with the word ed, the regular verb. In the simple past tense is used to describe completed activity in the past. It means it already happened in the past. Okay. Wait for a while, Kyo. Teacher will drink water. Just a minute. I will drink water. So we already have this. It happened on the past. So that is the simple past tense. Okay. So next is the past progressive tense. What is progressive tenses, teacher? So there it goes. You will have to use the ing form. Again, you will have to use the ing form. Okay. Now, so in this, look at this one. Of course, you will have the was because this is the pattern of past tense. I was going to work. Okay, there is the was. If it's plural, it is where. But if you think it's singular, it is was. So this one, I was going to work, was going. The past progressive tense here, Kayo, is was going. Okay, can you see that? So when you say, we were painting the door when the bird struck the window. Okay, the past progressive here is were painting. Again, don't forget there is I N G form. Ing. When can we say that it's past progressive? The past progressive tense is used to describe an ongoing activity in the past. It is used to set the scene for another action. Okay? So, it's the activity in the past. Here, I was going to work. I was going to leave, I was going to find a job. I was going. I am playing when my mother called me. Okay. So another thing for past progressive is the past progressive tense is used to describe an ongoing activity. I am playing when. Oh, when my mother called me. So it is interrupted by another action. I am playing, Kyo. I am playing when my mother is, my mother called me. Okay. This is the past progressive. Another one. That's the second one. Another one is, we have here the past perfect. In the past perfect, you have to use here had plus the past participle. Again, in the past perfect, you will have to use had plus past participle. Okay? Had gone, had eaten. Okay, can you see that? When you can see had, not has. Had, because we are talking here past perfect. Had plus the past participle. Gone, eaten, living, let's that. That is perfect. The past perfect tense is used to emphasize that an action was completed before another action takes place. Rover had eaten the pie before we got home. Okay? So there's two action. We ate the pie and we got home. Two actions again. We eat the pie and we got home. Okay? That's a two action. So that is past perfect. The pattern is had plus PP or the past participle. Next, the past perfect progressive tense. What is this? This is the mix of had, been, there's been, had, been, plus ing. Verb plus ing. That is why this had been going, had been painting. Okay? Had been plus verb plus ing. Okay, that's it. So that is the pattern. That's the pattern now. Okay? Had plus past participle. Had plus past participle. Had been plus verb plus ing. Okay? Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Now, so we have here in the past perfect progressive. The past perfect progressive tense is used to show that an ongoing action in the past has ended already. So there is no action in the past. I had been going to work. So it means it's already ended in the past. I had been going to the past, Keo. She had been painting the door before the dog scratched it. Okay. Already happened. Okay? Okay,
Okay.
Keo? Okay, very good. Now, so Keo, I will have to find a video about this one, the tenses of the verb, so that you will able to understand it more. Okay, a minute, Keo, because the internet is so slow. I cannot open the YouTube, Keo. Okay, just a minute. Okay, I will have to. Okay, please wait me, Keo, because I'm still opening it. the four tenses. The four past tenses. Okay, so I will show you. Can you see this video, Kyo? Please tell me. Can you see this or no? You see this?
Past.
I just see.
This tense is
Yeah,
No,
I
you
see the
didn't.
past simple.
Okay, you see the
an
past
action
simple.
that has already happened.
I see.
The structure is subject plus a verb in the past form. For example, I walked to work today. She arrived late to school. I ate my lunch in the cafe. I saw my friend in the shop.
Okay, here again.
Past simple.
Okay, look at
This
this one,
tense
the
is
past
used to
simple.
describe an action that has already happened. The structure is subject plus a verb in the past form. For example, I walked to work today. She arrived late to school. I ate my lunch in the cafe. I saw my friend in the shop. It's important to note that irregular verbs have different past forms. For example, eat becomes ate and eaten. There are many different types of irregular verbs, so make sure you know the past forms. Past perfect. This tense is used to describe an action that was finished before another past action. The structure is subject plus had plus a verb past participle. For example, I had finished my homework to give to my teacher, but she had already left. He had visited China. My mum hadn't packed my lunch, so I had to prepare it myself. Past continuous. This tense is used to describe an action that was ongoing. This action may have been interrupted or another action also occurred. The structure is subject plus was or were plus the verb ending in ing. For example, I was working all day to finish my homework. We were walking home when my mum called me. He was waiting an hour when the bus finally arrived. It's important to note, with subjects I, she, he, it, we use was. With subjects we, they, you, we use were. Past perfect continuous. This tense is used to describe an action that started in the past and continued till another action or time in the past. The structure is subject plus had been plus the verb ending in ing. For example, it had been raining all day, so I couldn't walk to work. We had been looking for my phone for 1 hour when Jasmine found it under the sofa. She had been preparing dinner when I arrived home.
Okay, another. We have here another continuous.
Present simple. This tense is used to describe an action, habit, or facts that are generally true and occur in the present time. The structure is subject plus the verb in the present form. For example,
It's not clear. This is the present continuous. Okay, so we have this.
What did you do?
Did you have a good weekend, Monica? Oh yeah, it was great. So what did you do? On Saturday, I went to the theater with my parents. What play?
Okay, look at Kayo. You got this one for you to enhance and to understand well. I've shown here about a theater, a movie, a short video about how simple tense is used. The one you can see in the red, can you see the red? Okay, what can you see the red? It is all past tense. Remember, all past tense, the red, okay? Please take note, all the red, it's in past tense.
Did you see? I saw Cinderella, and it was an amazing show. What did you like the most? I like the costumes and the songs. What about Sunday? Did you do anything special? I read a book in the morning. Then I did my homework, though I didn't feel like it, but I knew I had to. The weather was so beautiful and warm, so we went on a picnic in the park in the afternoon. We ate some sandwiches and drank some fresh orange juice. After lunch, we stood on the stream bank and fed the ducks. Then we took a nice stroll through the park. A moment later, it started to rain, so we ran as fast as we could. As soon as I got home, I took a hot bath. I enjoyed spending time with my family. How about you? How was your weekend? Well, on Saturday, I went shopping with my mom. I needed a dress for my cousin's birthday party, so I tried many dresses. So did you finally find the right dress? Yeah, I did. I found the perfect dress for the party. So how was the party? It was great fun. There were lots of beautiful decorations in the room. The cake looked amazing. My cousin blew out the candles and cut the cake. We sang the birthday song.
We sang. Can you see song?
Then we played lots of games and I won many
Won.
times.
Okay. Okay, please take note. Look at all the words in red are all past tense. Okay.
Where was the party held?
Where was the party held?
It was at the party center.
Yes, Kayo. Yes, Kayo. Why?
I said win equal 1.
Okay. All the words in red is past tense. Okay? Okay?
How was the food?
The food was delicious, but I ate too much and felt a little sick. And I also drank too much juice.
So were you able to stay until the end of the party?
Yes, I was, because I only started to feel sick at the end of the party. When I got home, my mom made me some tea, and I felt much better after drinking it. Anyway, I loved the party. It was awesome.
I had a wonderful time this weekend too. We went to visit our grandparents on Saturday morning. We traveled by train. It was a journey of around 3 hours, and there was a lot to see outside the window. In the afternoon, I went fishing in a boat with my grandpa, for the first time.
Really? Where did you go?
We went to a lake, not far away from his house. He taught me cool stuff about fishing, and I tried to do everything he said.
So did you catch any fish?
Yes, we did. We caught a lot of fish. I was so excited. We took the fish home, and later we had grilled fish for dinner. It was such a delicious meal. I was really sad yesterday when I had to say goodbye to my grandparents.
Did you have a good day at school today?
It was okay.
Did you like your lessons at school?
I enjoyed the grammar lesson and the PE, but I
they
didn't like
the
math.
We had
We
tests.
had a test.
So, how was the test?
I didn't do so well on the test. I made a few mistakes.
What was the best thing that happened at school today?
But the time I spent with my friends during recess was the best thing that happened today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website.
Okay. Okay, so the one it is mentioned in red are all past tense. Okay, let's move now to past progressive tense. Okay, past progressive, past continuous. Past continuous. Okay, this one. This is the video about past
These days,
continuous.
there is a lot to balance. But Grammarly ensures you communicate at your best.
What were you doing?
Hey, look who's here! Sis, what a surprise!
Hey, I didn't expect to see you here. Please join me.
How was your day, Julia?
Oh, I had an awful day. It seemed to be such a lovely day at the beginning. I was sitting on the balcony, drinking a cup of coffee. The sun was shining, someone was playing a violin in the street, and I was enjoying a beautiful afternoon. I was feeling hungry, so I decided to make spaghetti. But I realized that I didn't have any tomato sauce. So I went to the grocery store to buy some. After buying a few items, I finally found the tomato sauce. I was reading the label when the jar just slipped out of my hands and fell down. There was glass and red
Oh,
sauce
my
all
God.
over the floor and splattered all over my shoes. I looked around and noticed that everyone was staring at me.
Oh.
People were smiling.
Okay, again, Kyo, the one you have, we are talking here, Kyo, about continuous tense. So, the one in red, they are the past continuous tense. We already discussed this, but teacher Ann tried to put a color with what I am talking. At least you will not be bored. You will be here. You can see there is a story with what I am telling. Okay? Because we're done this discussing. So teacher Ann just show a movie.
And whispering to each other.
Oh, the whispering.
Soon I noticed that I was leaving a trail of red footprints through the store.
Oh,
I found a grocery store worker and let him know what I had just done. I offered to help clean it up, but he declined. I was so embarrassed that I wasn't even looking where I was going. And I knocked over a display of chips. I was just standing there in shock. A manager was walking by me that very moment and noticed the mess I had made. I was expecting her to be angry, but she wasn't. She said they would take care of everything. She was smiling. Maybe she was thinking about how clumsy I was.
Oh, poor you, sis! I'm sorry you had to go through this. It was just a bad day.
And there's more. While I was waiting to pay the checkout, I realized I forgot my wallet home. I was mortified.
Oh no. So what did you do?
I apologized and left all my shopping there.
So may I go out, please?
okay. I will stop this one while you're away. Okay, continue kayo.
Maybe you're too tired and stressed out. You should take a few days off from work and get some rest.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I called you yesterday at about 8 p.m., but you didn't answer. What were you doing?
You'll never guess what happened yesterday evening. I was sitting in the living room watching TV when I suddenly felt a strong smell of smoke. It was coming from the corridor outside our apartment. I opened the door and saw smoke at the end of the corridor. Mrs. Brown lives there. I grabbed the fire extinguisher and ran towards her apartment. I opened the door and there was a big fire. The flames were spreading quickly. I put out the fire as fast as I could. Then I saw Mrs. Brown in the living room. She was lying down on the floor. She was screaming for help.
Help! Help!
She was bleeding. I called the ambulance right away.
Oh, poor Mrs. Brown. Is she okay now?
Yes, luckily she's fine.
But what happened?
It seems that the fire was started by some candles that were burning in the living room. Mrs. Brown was dozing off when the fire started. She woke up, and while she was trying to put out the fire, she fell down and broke her arm.
She's really lucky to be alive thanks to you. You're a real hero. And where were you, Isabella, when all that happened? What were you doing?
I was taking a shower, so I didn't notice anything. But when I came out of the bathroom, I felt the smell of smoke and knew something was going on. And I soon found out everything.
I'm glad things turned out fine in the end. I'm so happy to spend such a wonderful evening with my brother and my sister-in-law.
Okay, the one I mentioned to you is all about past continuous. Now let's move to past perfect.
Ang purpose ng dessert, palamigin ng summer.
With homemade ice cream, Nestle all-purpose cream mo. Whip the cream, sweeten it, and fold in the toppings.
How was your date last night, Jake?
It turned out okay, but I had some problems along the way.
Why? What happened?
It started when I was getting ready to meet Anne. After I had brushed my teeth, I used some mouthwash to make sure my breath would be extra fresh. At first, I was fine, though it was a strong taste. But the taste got more intense as I rinsed my teeth, and my mouth felt like it was on fire. Then I looked at the bottle I had used. I realized I had rinsed my mouth with aftershave instead of mouthwash. The mouthwash and aftershave bottles were right next to each other. I quickly rinsed my mouth and used the mouthwash from the right bottle this time.
You must have been pretty distracted to make that kind of mistake. Did everything else go okay?
Unfortunately, no. I went to get dressed and realized I had left my best shirt in the washer. I had meant to put it in the dryer before I started getting ready. I went to get it from the washer, but my mother had already put it in the dryer. I was relieved until I took it out. The shirt had shrunk.
Oh no. Did you find something else to wear?
I was running short on time, so I threw on a different shirt and ran out the door. I got to the restaurant in the nick of time. I sat at a table to wait for Anne to arrive. After I had waited for a few minutes, I realized I had put my shirt on inside out. This had never happened to me before last night. I went to the bathroom to fix it. When I came back, a waiter had given my table to someone else. I told a server what had happened, but he said I would have to wait for another table. After about 10 minutes, I told them that I had waited long enough. They finally gave me a new table, apologizing that they had made a mistake.
Did Anne show up?
No, I began to get frustrated. I had been sitting at the table for about 15 minutes when Anne called me.
Oh, Teacher Anne.
She sounded upset. She said that she had waited for me for over 20 minutes. She had left the restaurant and was in her car, about to go home.
How come you never saw her?
I asked her where she had sat at Taqueria Loca, and she sounded surprised. She had been at Taqueria San Jose. Since I already had a table, I told her to come to Taqueria Loca.
Then Anne made it to the restaurant, right?
Yes, she did. After 10 minutes had passed, Anne finally showed up. When I saw her, I felt the wait had been worth it. We stayed at the restaurant for a long time, eating and talking.
Did you have much in common?
Yes, we did. It turns out she had listened to most of the same music I did when I was a teenager. She had even played on a basketball team just like me.
Great minds think alike. I'm glad the rest of the night went smoothly.
Not exactly.
Oh no. Did something else go wrong?
After we had eaten, I went to the men's room. When I looked at myself in the mirror, I saw that I had several large pieces of cilantro in my teeth. They had been there the whole time I was talking to her. I was so embarrassed.
That's not a big deal. People get stuff in their teeth all the time.
Yeah, but that's not all. I made the biggest mistake of the night when we were in the parking lot. She leaned towards me and I thought she wanted me to kiss her. I leaned in to kiss her and hit her head really hard. She told me that my car keys had started to slip out of my jacket pocket, so she had only meant to reach for them.
That is bad. How embarrassing. On the bright side, at least you got to meet her. Are you going to see her again?
Yes,
tonight. Oh, that reminds me. I have to go.
I have to go.
I had bought a new shirt and I
Okay.
left it at the dry cleaners. I better go get it.
I hope you have better luck tonight.
Thanks.
Past perfect.
Okay, so Keo, we had that past perfect already, okay? Okay, Keo? So, we have been enough, okay? So, tomorrow, I have to give activity for the past tense, past continuous, and the past perfect, okay? I will give activity. I will prepare activity for you because we already discussed and you already listened the conversation, okay? So for now, teacher will say goodbye, Keo, because teacher had
Bye,
another
teacher.
class. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.